Hello, everybody. This is Brent Goodman, and I'll be talking today about art books and some of the art books I own. And I've bought a lot this winter break with Hanukkah gift money. So um, I'm going to break it up into a few parts so I can make it short enough to upload. So I have like three or four piles here right now, and I'll get to each one. And so the first pile I'll start off with will be. Let's see, do I want to show this one? Now I'll skip this. This is all psychology books. I'll start off with this pile. Oh, but to get back to psychology books, I sometimes buy psychology books like, what's a good one here? Betrayal of the Body. I don't know if I've read this in years. I read these probably 10 years ago. I just pulled them out. Oh, here's a really awesome one. If you're ever going to get one, Scott M. Peck, The Road Less Traveled is really good. And this guy, Eric Byrne, his other books, Games People Play. That's his best book so far. How to read a person like a book. I mean, I don't really understand a lot of social skills that people who are really good at it have. So that's why I buy books like this to read, to pick up techniques. So here we got Miniature Horse World. And a lot of people oftentimes don't really get that someone who likes ceramics art and hip-hop dancing could really be interested in exotic cats and miniature horses, but it's the truth. So let's see what we got here. This is just like about the contest that they had in Texas, I guess. But I really want to own a miniature horse, so you kind of have to keep up. Not only do I like looking at them, but you have to kind of keep up with who's who and what's what. And I think it's like kind of like art galleries. You have to know to get a good miniature horse and get in the system. So here's something that's really cute. Look how small these things are compared to the girl. You have to get to know miniature horse people. So, you know, just coming from the San Diego suburbs, I really wasn't around horses. I'm taking horse riding lessons right now in Huntington Beach. Here's another horse book. Sorry if I have a little ADD. I kind of jump from thought to thought too often. This one is about the guy Monty Roberts. They have a movie about him now, Monty, I guess. And his books are terrific, and he's like the horse whisperer, I guess, that Robert Redford played in the movie. It's almost writing, but here's the bookmark. It's a piece of computer paper. Here we got Kamikaze. This book I found at the library. Pile fell. This book I found at the library thrift store, and it's all about Japanese World War II kamikaze pilots. And so it's pretty rare. I've never seen a book like this before, so I get it. But I do own about a few thousand art books. And this is just the generalization showing what type of books I end up collecting. I mean, I know my books really well. It doesn't mean I'll read word for word what they say, but I will read it. Here's a book that's really helpful a lot. It's called Addicted to Love. And it's basically, not all of it relates to me, but it's basically about people who try too hard socially and why you do it or how you can improve on that. So if, let's say I meet a girl and I try too hard to get her approval, then this book would be of help. Let's see what else we got now. The battery might die. The battery's getting pretty low. Here we go. Sergei Einstein, the guy did Battleship Potemkin, and he influenced people like Francis Bacon. So he was just he's like European, I think it was Russian, maybe German, I think it's Russian. And here's the Potemkin staircase thing. And he influenced a lot of filmmakers, a lot of artists, like Francis Bacon, one of the artists that influenced me when I was younger. Here is a book called The Principle of Seduction, very similar to this book right here, but it just talks about social skills and ways people meet other people and make connections. Here's a really awesome book, Obsession, and it's autographed too by the guy. It's not autographed to me, I bought it used, but it's autographed by the guy who came up with Manhunter and Silence of the Lambs based on, he was an FBI profiler, psychologist type guy paid to hunt down serial killers in towns where they weren't caught. And then it talks about OCD and obsession, and some of these people are pure evil. Like one guy kidnapped people, made a prison, and deliberately killed the woman he prisoned and fed them other body parts of the other woman. It was really, there are some people out there you don't want to meet. And he helped catch that guy. Cutting is kind of like a book about something I know people do, but I don't know why. I guess when people feel terrible, they hurt themselves with matches or knives or something. I don't know. So I read it just to know more about what other people are like, because I know myself really well, but I don't always know other people quite as well. I mean, kids and teenagers and old people are easier to read than people, 18 to 45 are not always as easy to read as people who are more open and honest about who they are. And here's one called The Most Evil Dictators in History. And I haven't read this one yet. And it talks about all the famous dictators.